Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that has been making headlines recently: generative language models and automated influence operations. While these technologies have brought about many positive changes, they have also raised concerns about their potential misuse for malicious purposes. In this video, we'll be exploring the emerging threats associated with these technologies, particularly in the context of social media platforms. We'll also be exploring potential mitigations that could help us address these threats and protect ourselves from their harmful effects. First, let's define what we mean by generative models. These are algorithms that generate data, such as images, videos, or text, that is similar to a given dataset. There are various types of generative models, including autoencoders, generative adversarial networks, flow-based models, attention-based models, and language models like GPT and BERT. Recently, there have been significant advancements in the field of generative models. One major advancement is the improvement in natural language processing capabilities. This has led to the development of more intricate language models, such as GPT-4, capable of generating human-like responses in chatbots. However, with these advancements come challenges. One challenge is the interpretability of generative models. It can be difficult to understand how a generative model arrives at a particular output, which can make it challenging to diagnose errors or improve the model. Another challenge is ethical considerations and the potential misuse of generative models for malicious purposes, such as creating deepfake videos or generating fake news. Despite these challenges, the future of generative models is promising. Further improvements in natural language processing will allow for even more sophisticated language models that can generate increasingly complex language. Additionally, there is potential for the integration of generative models with other technologies such as reinforcement learning and robotics. Generative models and influence operations have emerged as powerful tools that can be utilized for both constructive and destructive purposes. The text generating human-like responses in chatbots such as ChatGPT, for instance, may improve language translation. However, the potential threats posed by these technologies are significant and cannot be overlooked. One of the most pressing concerns is the spread of misinformation. With the advancement of generative models, deep fakes can be created that are increasingly convincing. Such false information can be used to manipulate public opinion, especially during times of political elections, when deep fakes can be used to damage the reputation of political candidates or spread false narratives. Another threat is the amplification of extremist views. Influence operations can target vulnerable individuals and groups with tailored messages, potentially leading to the radicalization of individuals and the formation of extremist groups. Generative models can also be utilized for financial fraud by creating false news stories or social media posts that manipulate financial markets, potentially causing losses for investors who rely on accurate information to make informed decisions. Synthetic identities can also be created using generative models, which can be used for committing crimes and hiding illegal activities. This poses a significant challenge for law enforcement agencies that rely on accurate identification to prevent and solve crimes. Lastly, influence operations can manipulate public opinion by creating false narratives or amplifying certain views while suppressing others. This can undermine democracy and the legitimacy of elected officials, leading to social unrest. In conclusion, the potential threats posed by generative models and influence operations are significant and demand the attention of individuals, organizations, and governments alike. Mitigating these threats would require a multi-pronged approach, which includes investment in new technologies that can detect deep fakes or influence operations, the development of policies and regulations to govern their use, and educating the public about the dangers of false information and propaganda. The potential impact of automated influence operations is significant. They can sow discord and mistrust among communities, disrupt democratic processes, and even incite violence. In recent years, we've seen the harmful effects of such operations play out in various ways, including during the 2016 US presidential election and the COVID-19 pandemic. So, what can be done to mitigate these emerging threats? One approach is to improve the detection and removal of false information on social media platforms. Companies like Facebook and Twitter have taken steps to address the issue, such as implementing fact-checking mechanisms and partnering with third-party organizations to identify and remove misinformation. However, these measures have proven to be insufficient, as the sheer volume of false information being generated and disseminated is difficult to keep up with. Another potential solution is to invest in the development of more robust language models that are capable of detecting and flagging false information. Researchers are already working on developing such models, but it will likely be some time before they are widely available. Ultimately, combating the threats posed by generative language models and automated influence operations will require a multifaceted approach. It will require the cooperation of social media platforms, governments, researchers, and the public at large. By working together, we can create a safer and more trustworthy online environment. That's it for today's video. We hope you found this information informative and useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on technology and society. Thank you for watching.